All right, let's jump right in. You know how it is. We think the things holding us back are, well, out there, right? The market's bad, the timing's off, there's just no opportunity. But what if the biggest thing stopping you isn't out there at all? What if it's actually inside? It's that story we tell ourselves. So today, we're going to dig into how to rewrite that script to go from feeling totally stuck to becoming, well, unstoppable. And wow, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? I mean, how true is that? We tell ourselves we're just being strategic. I'm just waiting for the perfect moment. But really, it's just fear wearing a fancy suit, trying to sound smart while keeping us glued to the spot. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. We're going to pull back the curtain on how fear disguises itself. Because the thoughts that keep us stuck, they almost never show up and say, "Hi, I'm fear." Oh no, they're way sneakier than that, much more clever. And for so many of us, this is exactly where it starts. It's so easy to look around and just blame everything else, right? You build this perfect case, the timing's terrible, or the economy's a mess, or the classic, if I just had this, then I could finally do that. And it feels so logical. It feels like you're just being realistic. But then comes the big aha moment, the real breakthrough. It was never really about any of those outside things. Nope, the real roadblock was inside. It was all about the thoughts. And here's the kicker. That little voice in your head, the one holding you back, it wasn't screaming, "I'm scared." Not at all. Instead, they sounded reasonable. They sounded cautious, like you're just being careful, right? Doing your homework. They sounded strategic, like you're a chess master playing the long game. They even sounded smart, as if you've analyzed every possible outcome and made the logical choice to wait. But when you look closer, these are just masks, the clever disguises fear puts on to keep you from moving an inch. So what do these internal scripts actually sound like in your head? Let's get really specific here and break down the exact thought patterns that create that feeling of inertia, of being totally and completely stuck. Okay, let's get real for a second. As we go through these, I want you to ask yourself, recognize any of these? Do any of these sound a little familiar? Yeah, these are the greatest hits of getting stuck, the top of the charts for going nowhere. But here's the good news. Just recognizing these thoughts, that's the first step. That's the beginning of the turning point. This is the moment where everything can change. It's about a massive shift in focus, away from all the stuff you can't control and onto the one thing you absolutely can. And this, right here, this is the new game plan. Think about that. You stop wasting all that energy trying to change things you can't change. The focus flips inward. It's not about wishing for a better hand of cards. It's about playing the hand you've got, like a champion, with a whole new mindset. All right, so this brings us to the really practical part, the how-to. We're going to look at how you trade in those old, worn-out beliefs for something way more powerful. Think of it like a before and after for your inner voice. Let's do some side-by-side comparisons. Okay, first up, the need for certainty. That stuck voice says, "I can't move until I know exactly how this will play out." But the empowered voice, it says, "I'll move first and figure it out as I go." See, clarity doesn't come from thinking more. It comes from doing. You gotta take that first step, and the path starts to light up in front of you. Next up, the fear of failure. The stuck thought is, "Oh my gosh, what if this goes wrong? What if I fail?" But the empowered thought flips that completely. If it fails, I'll learn fast and adjust. Failure isn't the end of the world, it's just data. It's not a judgment on you, it's just feedback. You take that feedback, you get smarter, and you go again. Oh, this is a big one. The "I'll wait until I feel ready" trap. Let me let you in on a little secret. You're never going to feel 100% ready. It's a myth. That feeling just doesn't exist. The empowered way of thinking is, "I'll start now and get better as I go." See, readiness isn't something you wait for, it's something you build by starting. Okay, what about the fear of looking stupid? That's a powerful one, right? It can paralyze you. The stuck voice says, "I don't want to risk looking dumb." But the empowered voice has this amazing reframe. Embarrassment is just the price you pay to grow. I love that. It's not a disaster, it's just the price of admission. It's the cover charge for getting better. And finally, that feeling of being totally overwhelmed. The stuck mindset says, "This is too much, I can't handle it," and we want to run away. But what if we saw it differently? The empowered mindset says, "When it feels overwhelming, it means I'm growing." That feeling isn't a stop sign, it's a landmark. It means you're at the edge of your comfort zone, and that's exactly where growth happens. So when you look at all these different mental shifts, they all point to one single powerful idea. They all show us where our real power is hiding. Look, we all know this, right? You can't always control what life throws at you. It's just a fact. Things are unpredictable, curveballs will come, and trying to control all of that is just a fast track to feeling frustrated and powerless. But here's the thing you can control. You can always choose your response, and that is the entire game. Something happens, and then you react. But in that tiny little space between the event and your reaction, that's where your power is, that's your freedom to choose. Because that response, that's everything. Your power doesn't live out there in your circumstances, it lives inside, in the perspective you choose. It's not in the problem, it's in how you decide to solve it. That right there, that's where your real power lives. So to wrap this up, let me leave you with this question. Just think about it for yourself. Of all those stuck thoughts we talked about, which one resonates the most? Which one sounds like it's been living in your head? And more importantly, which empowered replacement feels like the one you need to start using today? Because whatever your answer is, that's your starting line.